Yes, I'm wearing rose tinted glasses because that's the energy I will need for today's project. And yes, I'm wearing it on top of my normal glasses because, well, without it, I'm basically blind. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Anu and welcome to my channel. If this is not your first time here, hi to you too and thank you so much for being back. But if this is your first time here, I think you might want to watch my last video here, which is where I painted this wall you see behind me. And I did that because I'm in this process of redecorating my creative studio, which is the space you see here. And today's video is actually part 3 of that, so check that out. But yes, rose tinted glasses would really be needed today because today's project is when I will be painting a mural on the sloped wall next to me here. And this sloped wall has felt like nothing but a huge waste of space to me. It's so difficult to hang anything on this wall, or you can't just buy any furniture that you want because you need to remember the slope and you need to know the measurements. So this wall has just felt like a huge waste of space to me for the longest time. So today I decided that I will paint a mural on it that at least will serve the purpose of inspiring me when I'm working on different projects. And for the last 2 years, I've been going to this local ceramic painting cafe spot close to town, where I've been painting the same theme every time I go there, and I'm just building this set now, to be honest. And the theme is basically these wildflowers you see here. So this one is the latest piece I painted over there just over the Christmas break. You can see here some different flowers, but at this point I have 3 mugs. You can see here this one with a handle. I have a second one with a handle that looks a little bit different. Basically, I paint them a little bit different every time. It's all within this theme of wildflowers, spring flowers, but I try to make them a little bit different every time, even if just changing some of the tones. But basically what I've been thinking for this project, for the mural, was actually to try to bring this flower theme to the wall. And yeah, why not? So I've been playing around a little bit on Procreate and sketching some things that I think could fit with the space on the wall. I need to watch out a little bit with the one edge of the wall because I might not be able to reach it over the stairs. But basically that's the idea, is to bring this wildflower, spring flower universe to my mural. Before it turns completely dark, I want to show you something here because we don't usually get this much snow. So look, we don't have a lot of neighbors, as you can see. So the landscape around just gets completely full with snow and it just looks so beautiful. We also have this view from over here and it just looks so magical. I think today I need to admit that snow sucks a little bit, even though I really love it. But I'm working from home today. I have no food for lunch, no food for dinner, and I'm snowed in. I tried getting out with the car to get some lunch, but we got stuck. So let's see. Let's see how we got out and how we get food. Before starting the fun part of painting the mural, I started playing around on Canva to create a mood board as well as to test some color combinations and see whether I wanted to have a base color as the first layer of the mural or not. I tested a few base color combinations, with the first one being the same blue on the top half of the wall and the mustard yellow on the lower half of the wall, just like the wall I painted on my last video. The second combination was with a light pink background on the top half of the wall and the mustard yellow on the bottom. But considering that the sloped wall is over the stairs, it makes it very difficult, if not impossible, to reach the top half corner of the wall and add painting tape to avoid smearing paint all over the wall next to it. That meant that if I chose to add a base color as the first layer of the mural, I would also have to paint the wall next to it in the same color, but that would turn the project twice as long as I actually wished it to be. There's of course also the fact that with a base color of anything other than white, any color that I paint over that base color would cause slight variations in the tones of the paint into something less vibrant than originally thought. So eventually I decided to not paint a base color on the sloped wall and just leave the base of the mural white. As for the art for the mural itself, I used Procreate to hand draw the design I more or less wanted. Right above the stairs we have a light fixture that would be right in the middle of the mural, and I wanted it to look as unnoticeable as possible. So I played a little bit with the idea of painting a sun behind the light fixture and eventually decided to switch the sun idea with a large sun-looking flower. Painting the first layer of this yellow flower took me 45 minutes, and I painted the whole mural twice for a second layer of paint, making the colors pop more. So I'm actually surprised that I didn't end up with a stiff neck from painting this wall. But it was just so fun that I would barely notice the hours passing. Oh, no, it is.
Can you see it even on the phone or?
I mean, not very well. Go here. Oh my god, look at this. Shit. Try stepping there, just to see how deep it goes. Yeah. Oh my god, look at that.
Even the tractor is...
Yeah. When he was coming up the driveway there, he got stuck a little bit and had to go back.
Yeah.
Days later, the mural was finally ready and I am so happy about the final result. The cactus and the yellow flower are definitely my favorite elements of the mural, and during the process I would constantly take a step back and take a little break just to look at them. But I think the mural as a whole says that this is a creative space where ideas are welcome and creating is just inevitable. If you reached this far in the video and like this project, please consider giving this video a like and leaving a comment with your thoughts. Also remember to watch the other two videos in the Studio Makeover series if you have not seen them yet. And if you don't want to miss another creative project that I share here, remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope to see you on the next video.